Just this morning, I ran into a player who was looking for the most important things to do every day in Diablo Immortal. I've put out guides before on the daily grind, everything that I do within the day, but what if you're a new player and you really don't know what to do? You don't have a lot of time, maybe you have 20 to 30 minutes a day. You probably won't get through the entire daily grind videos that I've been putting out, maybe not even watching them, let alone playing what you need to play inside of the game. So I decided that today I would share with you guys probably the 3 most important things that you should do every day. If you have to narrow it down to 3 things daily, what would they be so that you could progress your account the most and see the most progress? All right, so easy peasy. First things first that you should do every single day is visit the bounty board and do your 8 bounties per day. Obviously, these stack up to 3 days and you could hold up to 24 of them, but it could become overwhelming, especially if you're someone that doesn't have a lot of time. So as you can see right now, I have my 4 bounties that I could just go run and do now. It'll take me probably 6 to 7 minutes to do all 4 of these. They're all in the same zone. I will come back, I'll return them in for rewards, and I'll get the other 4 and I will do those as well. Bounties are the #1 thing you should do, not only because of the rewards and experience that you get, but when you do bounties, you also get yourself battle points. You progress these 3 chests, which are going to give you hilts. They're going to also unlock the flora, which are going to give you more rewards. In addition to that, you're going to get yourself a charm. You'll get yourself a purification shard, potential more flora, and you're going to get yourself spirit essence to progress your pets. And additionally, you're going to get yourself 300 free platinum, more spirit essence, and some more potential random moonlight flora. So battle pass #1 is the thing that you should do every single day. In addition to that, it's going to progress your battle pass up here. Those battle points every 180 after you get through the first initial stages are going to progress you even more and more, which give you more rewards. I don't even think it's an opinion. I think it's a fact that doing your bounties every day, 8 bounties per day, that should be enough to get all of these done. And if not, the next thing will. That's going to be your #1 thing to do every day. Bounties first. What's next? Next is going to be doing your 3 dungeons. Doing your 3 dungeons every day are going to give you a free set item. These are important when you're trying to upgrade your character, when you're trying to gain combat rating. A lot of people forget, well, they forget about the green stuff over here. The green stuff is really going to be important for you to progress. Like, I have mine at level 17. 16. Even my new ones I've gotten up to 14. Now, I'm not the highest level in the game, but upgrading all of this equipment's important. To upgrade it, you need to get it. So we get that stuff through running dungeons. Now, you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. I personally enjoy my favorite dungeons, and can you guess what it is? Temple in Amari. I like the temple. I think it's good. I think it's quick. I like doing it. Is that the right one? Yep, that's the right one. But notice that today the featured event is the Cavern of Echoes. This is a dungeon. So here I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I can run 3 dungeons to get the legendary set item, but I can also get double battle points from running this dungeon. So instead of getting 15 battle points per run, I would get 30. In addition, I have enhanced chances of getting bonus set items as well. So if a dungeon is your featured item of the day, and you could only run 3 dungeons in a day because you're limited for time, do the dungeons that are going to be giving you the featured bonus. Now, it's not always a dungeon here. Sometimes it's running Elder Rifts. Sometimes it's doing other things. But when it's a dungeon like it is for me today, this is a no-brainer. Run 3. You can run 4 to get an extra, but run at least 3 of these to get your daily 3 dungeons in, to get your free set item, and do the dungeons that are featured. If not, do your favorite dungeon, the one that's going to drop the items potentially that you want, or just your favorite dungeon that's the quickest to run. All right, now another thing that I really like getting points from, because I really love progressing this. I love progressing the battle pass. Where is it? Do I have any on here yet? Just looking here. I do. I thought I did. Well, I like turning in monstrous essence, and I think this is one of the other more important things. When you're running dungeons, when you're in the open world, you're gonna run into these items right here. These little orange monstrous essence. They give you 40 battle point progression, and if it's buffed, if it's the bonus quest for the day, you can get 80 for 10 of them. So you go, you get 10 of them, and then you're gonna turn them in over here to your heraldic altar. Turning them into the altar is gonna oftentimes, not every time, but most of the time, it's gonna drop you a legendary piece of gear, and it's gonna give you a whole bunch of other rewards and items and things like that. So for me, those are the top 3 things that you should do every day. You should do your bounty board, you should do your dungeon, your 3 dungeons, and you should turn in at least 10 monstrous essence. I try to do more. But Echo, what happens if I have a little bit more time in the day? What happens if I want to do just a little bit more? What are the other things that are just important to do? Well, there's a ton of important things to do. Let's be honest here. There's a lot that we can do. There's a lot of progression to be had inside of the game. When we take a look over here, we want to progress our gems that are in our slots. Like right here, my pain clasp. I desperately want to get this thing up in level. You want to level your slots. You want to be able to get your slots higher and higher in level to gain combat rating. You want to unlock new legendary essences. You want to upgrade your secondary gear. You want to progress your Heliquary, which is something that's not even for this video if you're looking for the easiest way to do things. You want to be able to, again, progress your gem resonance and get more strength to build more strength into your character. What's something else that I like to do? I like to find free gems. Remember, we could find free gems mostly in 2 ways besides the rewards for the day. One of the ways is finding a hidden lair. When you're in the open world, you can see a pop-up that'll come right on over here, and it'll say that there's a hidden lair entrance. You could navigate to it, and you'll find it on the map. Go in that hidden lair, even by yourself. I solo hidden lairs now on Inferno 4. Run through the first level. It's going to give you 3 secondary gems. They are not sellable. You will use them for upgrading. And then when you get to the second floor, you will be able to get yourself 3 that you can then sell on the market. You should sell those on the market the way that I do. Now, I have the Boon of Plenty, so I have remote access right here. You may have to walk yourself over. But I try to sell any gems that I get that I can sell. All of them. And as you can see, I have my transactions here. These are all the gems that I sell. I find them in dungeons. I find them from playing in the open world with 3 other friends. Because remember, if you play in a party of 4, there's chances of these gems dropping. I just get all this platinum just from playing the dungeons. Not the dungeon. Actually, you get them in dungeons too when you go in a party of 4. Dungeons in a party of 4, open world party of 4, or hidden lairs even if you go in solo. So I love the idea of finding those, picking those up. And lastly, if you have a little bit more time and you want to mess around, run yourself an Elder Rift. It's not ever a bad idea to run an Elder Rift with a couple of rare crests. I do have 10 legendary crests right here as well. But run yourself some with some rare crests or legendary crests to try and get yourself some better gems, or you can get yourself the runes so you can then start crafting items that you want, crafting gems. Or you can get yourself a bunch of fading embers, which you can then craft an eternal legendary crest with so you can sell the gem. You also have your challenge rifts right here. These don't give you the same rewards. You will get the cryptic or enigmatic crystals from this experience and other things as well. These are the crystals that you need to upgrade your slots here for your secondary pieces of gear. If I want to upgrade this, it's gonna, why is it not letting me click? There we go. It's gonna cost me those crystals that I just showed. That's how you upgrade all your green gear. You don't need that for the red gear, you need it for the green. So if you want to upgrade levels, you gotta push yourself in challenge rifts as well. And my last one. Remember, the first 3 were the most important, but something that I like to do every day. You come on over, and actually, let's see how my predictions are doing. They're fine. You come on over to your clan, If you're holding down a tower, you're going to look at the map, and you have some free rewards to claim right here all the time. Boom, claim that. It's going to fill up my center chest. If I want to run this, I can. It's a great way to get spirit essence, etc. It's probably one of the more fun things to do, in my opinion. I actually really enjoy it, but it's not the most important for your progression. But I do quite like it. If you don't know how to get into it from over there, you could always come to the altar for it, which is hanging out right back here, right next to the sanctum. Hope this gave you a little bit of guidance on the 3 things that you should focus on when you have limited time, when you're a new player, and you probably just don't know what you're doing yet in Diablo Immortal. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can follow me on my journey, stay up to date with all the news in Diablo Immortal, and just be in the best spot.